The first fatigue point is actually in the strongest range. What's important about that is it gets the central nervous system accustomed to firing more muscle tissue. You will not get this effect from a weight. If you've ever had trouble building muscle quickly or building muscle at all, if your interest is getting stronger, training smarter, better nutrition, getting more out of your efforts, you're at the right place. My name is Dr. John Jaquish, and I'm here to help. I'm going to give you the key to better results. Today, we're going to be talking about building more muscle in less time. Now, everything you'll read that's accurate, and I always back up everything I say with references, and you'll see those in the details of the YouTube video. I'll always put the references there. I want to talk about what's efficient and what's not. I'm going to quote Louie Simmons. Louie Simmons is the founder of Westside Barbell, most successful group of athletes ever, absolute sports performance dominance. They have, out of that one gym in Columbus, Ohio, Louie Simmons created a culture where they broke more world records than any country on earth, including the United States. What Louie would say is, if it's not making you better, it's making you worse. And the reason he said that was because if you're putting effort towards something, you only have so much effort in your body for any given day. If you're putting effort towards something that's not going to have a result, well, now you've created inroads in your recovery ability. You've taken an effort that you could have put towards something productive and put it into something that's not very productive. And ultimately, you're going to do worse as a result of that. So you really have to pick what you do carefully. And I want to emphasize the fact that most people do not get results from standard fitness. So there's a key statistic came out last year from lifehack.com. They did a big survey. When people go start a fitness program, it typically takes 90 days, 3 months, 90 days for 90% of the people to quit. So are they quitting because they got great results? Probably not. They're probably quitting because they got no results. And that seems to be the standard. In fact, I remember when I went to a gym, I work out actually right here now. I don't go to a gym anymore. But when I did go to gyms, when I was younger, I remember seeing people who I would see year after year after year, and they never looked any different. So if that at all feels like yourself, pay attention to this. If you put on muscle easily, maybe some of the things I'm saying don't really apply to you. But what I want to talk about is efficiency of effort. So the most important thing to know when you go down the path of getting stronger, getting leaner, deciding you're going to make your health like one of the number one priorities in your life, which really means the number one priority in your life, you need to focus on something called variable resistance. Now, the reason you want to focus on the variable resistance is as you engage in exercise, and I'm just going to use a pressing movement because that's easy to demo right here. If I'm pushing away from myself, as determined by a couple of different studies as I put them together, so it's a combination of observations made by the NAINS database, some things that the American College of Sports Medicine has put out versus my medical device research. So I put out a medical device about a decade ago called OsteoStrong. That's a big company now. There's 300 clinics in 15 different countries. That was to treat bone density. So what I did was, it was hyperloading of the musculoskeletal system to trigger bone development. However, it pointed out that humans are about 7 times stronger in this range of motion than they are in this range of motion. So strong to weak range. People often call this the stretched range of motion, to see how I'm stretching my pectoral here. So what we want is a weight that changes as we move. This is super important. So because you have such a difference in your output capacity here, what you want is something that is relevant here and here and here and here. So what we do is through bands or chains and a bar. You have to have a bar because you want to keep your wrist in neutral. So don't just grab a band and throw it around your back and think you can push away from yourself, because this is going to happen to your wrists. You'll hurt your wrists, and anything that's uncomfortable triggers something called neural inhibition. Neural inhibition is when your central nervous system sees that you're either going to create an injury or you're on your way to create an injury, and it actually shuts muscle off. So bands by themselves, worthless. You want a bar that's hooked to bands, and as you're pushing away from yourself, you're getting more force here and less force here. So it enables you to, as you go to fatigue, the first fatigue point is actually in the strongest range. What's important about that is it gets the central nervous system accustomed to firing more muscle tissue. You will not get this effect from a weight. There are certain drills you can do to get this. A lot of them have some danger associated with them. This does not. When you're using variable resistance, the first failure point is really more of a central nervous system type thing. But then as you go to fatigue in diminishing range, so first you fatigue at full range, then closer to yourself with each repetition, it gets shorter. So as these repetitions get shorter, you have more fatigue points in that stretched range of motion, which is the most anabolic. So anything other than fatiguing right here is a lengthened partial. So we do lengthened partials as we go to fatigue in diminishing range. Very powerful stimulus. So you may get 5+ fatigue points in one set of exercise with a fresh muscle with your first, working set. So that's a lot more stimuli for growth with a muscle that's filled with glycogen and ready to give you the absolute most performance. Now you compound that over a couple of sets and you may have 25 fatigue points for one muscle group in one workout, and that's going to be a very powerful stimulus for growth. If this video helped you, I want you to subscribe and follow. I'm going to put out videos on a regular basis. I think they're going to help a whole lot of people, especially if you're one of those people that doesn't just instantly grow from lifting regular weights. We've got the answer for you.